Imagine this. You're in a hospital room. A loved one is connected to a ventilator. The machines hum steadily. Everything goes dark. The alarms stop. The lights flicker. And for a few terrifying seconds, nothing works. What if I told you that this disaster didn't happen because of a hurricane or a power plant failure, but because someone in an engineering office decided to stay silent? Today, I want to tell you a real-world inspired scenario, one that exposes the invisible power engineers hold and the ethical responsibility that comes with it. This is the story of Maya, a young electrical engineer working on a brand new hospital wing. A project everyone is proud of. A project meant to protect lives. But behind the blueprints lies a dangerous secret. Maya is 27 years old. Smart, precise, and still fighting the shadow of the word junior in her job title. After 3 years in the company, she knows she has to be perfect. No mistakes. No drama. No delays. One night, while reviewing the electrical load distribution for the ICU, she notices something wrong. Thor's chosen, for the system can't safely handle the maximum expected load. A normal day? No problem. But during an emergency, they could overheat, trip breakers, shut down equipment, or even start a fire. Maya checks her calculations. Once, twice, 3 times. The error is real. She goes to her supervisor, expecting panic. Instead, he sighs with annoyance. Don't make this a big deal. Hospitals never hit maximum load. Sign off and move on. He warns her subtly, but clearly, that she shouldn't rock the boat. Especially not now, when the company just let go of several junior engineers. The message is simple. Stay quiet if you want to keep your job. In that moment, Maya realizes she is standing at a moral crossroads. If she speaks up, she may lose her job. If she stays silent, people could lose their lives. This is more than technical paperwork. It's about the kind of engineer, the kind of person she is willing to be. And this is where ethical theory becomes real. Let us start with divine command theory, the idea that morality is grounded in the commands of a perfectly good God. In this framework, protecting human life is not optional. Honesty is not optional. Avoiding harm is not optional. Maya's fear, her job, her career, none of it outweighs the sacredness of human life. Divine command theory makes the choice clear. Remaining silent would be morally wrong. Next, Kantian ethics duty, universal moral laws, and respect for people. Kant would ask Maya, can you universalize your action? Could you accept a world where engineers hide dangerous errors? Course not. That world would be chaos and deadly. Kant also says we must treat people as ends, not tools. But staying silent would treat hospital patients as tools for corporate convenience. To Kant, moral duty is absolute. Maya must report the error. Finally, ethics of care theory centered on relationships, empathy, and human vulnerability. This theory says something powerful. Maya's anxiety is not a weakness, it's moral insight. It's her empathy telling her, these patients depend on you. You are connected to them, even if you never meet them. Care ethics. The right action is the one that responds to the needs of the vulnerable. Maya feels that responsibility deeply, and she can't unfeel it. The 3 theories come from different worlds: religion, rational duty, emotional connection, yet all point in the same direction. And that convergence becomes undeniable when Maya imagines a worst-case scenario. Shamads, an ICU filled with people fighting for their lives. A storm hits. The grid fails. The generator kicks in. The electrical load spikes. The undersized wires overheat. A breaker snaps. A ventilator stops. A nurse panics. A family loses someone they never thought they'd lose. All because she stayed silent. And that is the moment Maya understands something essential. Integrity isn't tested when things are easy. Integrity is tested when you have something to lose. She reports the error. Not because she wants praise, not because she wants attention, but because human lives matter more than professional comfort. That is the heart of engineering ethics. So, here's the real question for you watching this right now. If you were Maya, what would you do? K. Would you risk your career to do what's right? Would you challenge authority when lives are on the line? Or would pressure, fear, and corporate culture keep you silent? This scenario isn't fiction. Engineers around the world face choices like this every day. For the future depends on whether they choose courage or convenience. Which one would you choose? Let's talk about it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the comments.